Hey guys, it's the Fuzz here. Is Battlefront already dead, or are they just having major server issues? Well, let's talk about this. Now, as you have probably noticed, it's not always easy getting into a game in Battlefront. The game is acting like there's just nobody playing. What I think's going on here is it's not so much a lack of servers or a lack of people, but because there is no server listing, or it just tries to throw you into a game that it makes itself, that they're probably doing it by region. Just they probably just split the world in all these tiny little sections to kind of to try to take care of any ping issues. But there's an issue with this, and that is it's almost impossible to find games, as you can tell here with these clips I just uploaded. This is after all the patches. This is after they claim that they took care of any server issues of people not being able to find anything. And with how disappointed people were with the game to begin with no story, no space battles, all that stuff, this is just gonna really hurt them. This game was so wanted by so many people, and now that it's out, it's impossible to find it. Take a look here how Battlefield 4 takes care of it. I'm not a big fan of the server browser, the fact that it's on, a web browser, but the fact is you can still pick and choose what server. You can see how many people there are, you can see the information on the server, you can pull up all the little details on it. And there's just no control like that in Battlefront. It's kind of like, they want to take all the control out of your hands and honestly treat people like idiots. Now this game here is 14 years old. This is Half-Life 2 Deathmatch. It actually just turned 14 at the end of November. You can get right in here and 14 years old and you can still bring up full servers. No issues at all. Now, these servers also ran by people, but you can tell here, games that give the customer control can last on forever. Half-Life 1 Deathmatch, original Counter-Strike, is still a thing. People still play those games because people have control over the game. Now here it is 1 month into Battlefront, and more often than not, I just can't find a game. I get with a friend, we try to go in, and we just can't find anything. Now, one of the reasons why Battlefront is the way that it is, big thing is it's simply because it's ported over from console. They didn't want to make a dedicated PC setup, so it's basically just mimicking the exact same thing that the consoles do. You click to join the match, it throws everybody into something. But they have the region so small that you can team up with that time of day has a big factor into it. The only times that you really don't have problems with Battlefront is like peak hours, like between 6 to 8 p.m. That's pretty much your best time to get onto it because everyone's getting home from either school or work. Everyone gets on for a couple hours, and that's usually your best time. But if you play early in the morning, late at night or something, it can be a real pain, and a lot of times it just ends up to you not being able to play Battlefront unless you want to do single player. But there's a few times where a friend and I had to pretty much just abandon the game because we wanted to play multiplayer, but we just couldn't. There was no servers available. Honestly, the best thing that they could do is actually give us a real server listing. I mean, look at Battlefield. They still have major control over the server, but people can buy servers or rent servers to use on their own. But because you still have the detail and you still have the options of what you want to jump into, Battlefield 2 to 4 are still majorly being played. Battlefield 2142, that game's starting to get pretty old now. People still play that. And hopefully they give users the control back. Stop treating everyone the way that they do, and hopefully they turn around, because look what happened to Titanfall. They made that game seem really awesome, and because of its limitations, there's still people that play it, but it's nowhere near what it was. When you still have games like Battlefield 4, the Half-Life series, and a few other games that can be turned into multiplayers, those games are still heavily played today, and like I said, a lot of them are over a decade old, simply because people have options. So hopefully EA turns this around. gives us options, or at least take care of this issue where they can broaden who we can connect with. Because as of right now, it's if it stays the way that it is, people just can't give up on it. People are gonna get really frustrated. Now, I think with enough people complaining, they're going to have to do something. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. More videos coming out. If you haven't already, please subscribe. If you like the video, please drop a like. It helps us out. And I'll see you guys in the next video.